Now, the way how Steven disappeared always scared people because nobody can never solve this case. Maybe you will. Me editing here, if I'm talking a little bit low, I sound a little bit off, it's because I'm sick. So maybe turn it up a little bit or maybe have some headphones in and it'll help you out. Can't help that I'm sick, I'm in a cold right now, but enjoy. After seeing this video, I don't know, but I would love to hear what you think about this. Steven, he was struggling. He was working jobs to try to manage to pay his bills. It'd be like that, it'd be hard out here. But he was the type of guy to really never complain. But the family members can see clearly that he's stressing. Now, Steven told everyone that I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna meet some more family members, but I'll be back. So he leaves, and then all of a sudden, his white car was found nearly 100 miles from where he lived. This was a problem because this was completely opposite of where his family lived, which was in Texas, and he was located, the car, in Nevada. Why the is he in Nevada? Now, it was at this neighborhood with many homes. Of course, it's a neighborhood, Ras. But CCTV footage caught him just walking in this neighborhood. No one knew why he was there, but he just got out his car and left. But CCTV footage caught him walking, and then he just vanished. When police checked his car, they noticed Christmas gifts, like he was gonna give this gift to some kid or something. And they also noticed that it was cookies in the car, and they noticed that it was church materials as well inside of the car. It was all left there. So it seemed like he had intentions on coming back because he bought these things. Me editing here, yes, I edit under the covers. But look, I've never heard no one talk about this in the CCTV footage when I decided to view it myself. What I did was, as I was just watching it and going through it, I noticed that this white car, it passed through regularly. You would think that it's just this normal car driving down the road. No, it's not. Because when you see Steven come on the surveillance camera, as he's walking, this white car circles around again, but then it stops. It's almost like this car is stalking Steven. And look how slow this car was driving. It's stalking him. So this tells me that maybe the disappearance, this car is connected. And I'm mentioning this now because in the ways that he vanished without a trace and we tried to figure out what happened, I didn't mention this until now that I'm editing. It's creepy. Of course, investigators checked where his cell phone last pinged. It was in the Henderson neighborhood where we seen him walking on CCTV footage. That was it. Police goes door to door to try to see if they can find any information out. Neighbors didn't know anything. There was no sign of no struggles nowhere. Steven never came back to his car. He never touched his car. His car remained untouched. He never went inside of his bank account, never touched anything. He just vanished. This what makes things like this creepy, because it's like, what really happened? Well, remember in the beginning of this story, I said Steven, he was struggling. He needed money. He was trying to work job to job to try to pay his bills. Well, maybe he was dealing with the wrong crowd of people for money, and he was meeting up with somebody, and he got lured, and the worst of the worst happened. That's just theory number one. And of course, we have to go with the obvious possibility. He got out of his car, he started walking alone, and he probably went out in the distance, far and far and far, because if you know Nevada, it's big when it comes to deserts, and there's a lot of people who go out in Nevada and becomes missing and never seen again. Well, maybe he just wanted to leave this earth and he took himself out peacefully, and that's why he drove 100 miles away from where he was supposed to be at in Texas. But investigators found this odd because of the things that he left in the car, the gifts, the church materials, everything. It was like he was going to give this to someone, like he had no plan to end his own life. Yes, these one of those cases that when you just see him on surveillance TV and you just see him walk off, this is our last footage of him. The fact that the neighbors know anything is just like, what? The fact that there's no evidence around in this neighborhood is just like, what? And for years and years and years now, code, nothing. We know nothing. So that's why I say, if I said something that you can go deeper and deeper about, or you have some conspiracy theories that probably make sense and add up with this situation, let me know, because I want to read it. Now, I talk about disappearances on cruise ships multiple times on this channel, and they all was terrifying because a lot of you probably went on cruise ships and didn't think about how you can just be gone.
If you ever wanted to kill somebody, just take them on a cruise.
Exactly what has happened to their daughter is a mystery.
Pay attention. If you want to solve a crime, you must first learn to see through the illusion. Details matter.
Every time I do a cruise ship disappearance, it's always creepy because it's something about being out on that water on this big boat and just not being found. Rebecca. Think about Rebecca. She was working on this cruise line for the youth, for all of the kids that are aboard on this boat, yacht. cruise ship, not yacht. And she would manage and she would have fun with all these kids and they would have a good time. She was a lovely person. It was this one following night when the ship headed out. Everyone in their families was on the ship, but it was 5 o'clock at night in the morning. Yes, I said 5 o'clock at night in the morning because it's still nighttime when it's 5 o'clock. Come on, you know this. But it was early. No one was in the hallways of this cruise ship. No one was out and about in this cruise ship because everyone was sleeping. CCTV footage captured her though in this blue shirt, her hand over her head, and she was walking all alone by herself. Now, investigators was looking close on CCTV footage on what she was wearing, and they said that it looks like she was wearing men's clothing, another guy's clothes. Now, as I'm looking at these clothes, this was in 2011. I don't know if girls was wearing baggy clothes around this time, but I believe not. So it really did look like she was wearing men's clothes. It wasn't really as popular as it is in 2025.
This first look is my favorite. It's the bad B look. When I tell you, you put this on and automatically you already look 20 times more stylish than you did before.
How they looking? Clean or what?
You have these celebrities that's wearing baggy clothes.
Some people wonder why I started wearing baggy clothes.
She wore oversized hoodies and loose cargo pants.
Baggy clothes is now a trend. Now, I know it was a trend back in the early 2000s, but it was mainly men. Girls used to dress like this in the early 2000s, not like that. But yeah, she could be an exception to the rule, but investigators just knew that it was men's clothes. And this was in 2011. And I decided to go and look at the fashion trends in 2011, and it looked like this. So it wasn't the look that she was wearing when she was walking 5 a.m. at night.
Super high-waisted, like form-fitting jeans. Even in men's fashion, we had rappers like Kanye West that really influenced people to start wearing slimmer jeans, like the New Boys. I know I had a ton of skinny jeans and I rocked them. It was cute at the time.
And I know a lot of you probably gonna be telling me like, Ras, this is 5 a.m. Maybe she just put on her whatever type of clothes. No, she was with some guy wearing his clothes. Okay, investigators proved it. So let's leave it at that. Another thing. Investigators also captured her in the crew area on CCTV footage talking on the phone with somebody. Now, it was never released who she was talking on the phone with. We have no idea. But 5 a.m., somebody answers because they was up as well. We don't know if this was somebody on the ship, somebody who she just came in contact with and she just needed to call real quick. We don't know. Now, when investigators was looking at her, she wasn't just normal. Like I said, when we first seen the CCTV footage, her hands was like this. Investigators also said that she was like this. She was distraught. She was going through all types of emotions. She was going through stuff. When she was calling, she was kind of pacing a little bit. Something was going on with her. So the next morning comes. She failed to show up to do her job. The workers decided to look for her all on this cruise ship and could not find her. It's a big cruise ship, so they decided to announce it everywhere on the cruise ship, saying, please report to guest services. And after announcing it multiple times, she never showed up, ever. Crew members decided again to check for her and look all over. They decided to ask people. No one knew anything. Another thing you need to know is they said that she disappeared between 5:45 and 9 a.m. between those times. Of course, one of the first things that they were saying that she was swept overboard. It was still dark outside. And she was on the phone and she was going through all types of emotions. So maybe she needed a fresh breath of air. She decided to put her hands on the rail and look out. And she accidentally falls. She screams out, but nobody could hear her. And that's how she ends up vanishing. The next thing is, that's a theory, is she did the same thing. She went out, she needed a fresh breath of air, she went to the rail, but somebody pushed her over. Maybe it was the person she was on the phone with, probably arguing with. But like I said, we don't know if she was arguing or not. We couldn't hear the phone call and we don't know who she was on the phone with. But somebody threw her overboard. Now, a theory that people really don't like to talk about because it sounds so far-fetched, but it's scary as Disney. Hello. Now, when it comes to Disney, it was how they went on about this case and how everything just went. People felt like maybe it was a sacrifice from Disney itself. I know, it sounds crazy. Because when people think of trafficking and kidnapping organizations, they think of it as it being a secret group. But really, when it could be in plain sight. And why wouldn't it be the perfect group, such as people that work for Disney? It's all types of people all over the world that goes to Disney World, Disney parks, Disney cruise ships. It's marked as friendly, fun, and vibes, which it is. You go in Disney World and Disneyland and it feels like a dream. You do anything with Disney, it just feels like a dream. Everyone loves it. The kids love it, the teens love it, the adults love it, the elderly people love it. We all love it. So who's gonna think twice of Disney World sacrificing people? A lot of people, apparently. Because people decide to think of it as trafficking can also be in plain sight. But here's the thing that you have to understand. If you do your research and you dig deep about Disney, it's only one person on record that ever been missing, and that's the girl who we just talked about, Rebecca. No one else ever vanished without a trace. No one else didn't just disappear and people went to go look for them and couldn't find them. And this is including all of the Disney theme parks and even the Disney cruise ships. It's only one case. But you know, conspiracy theorists don't care. They feel like, well, the best way to cover it up is to make it seem like it's only one case, but in reality, it's probably hundreds and dozens and thousands. What do you think? What do I think? I'm gonna say no. I don't think Disney have anything to do with trafficking. Now, there can be people that can use Disney to traffic people, but I don't think Disney itself as an organization decides to traffic people. And like I said, this case with Rebecca was in 2011. Fast forward to 2025, it still stands stagnant. We know nothing. The only thing that we can do is guess. And my guess is she was targeted on this day. I really do believe so. I really do. Danielle, on a sunny day, decided to get in her car and drive in this wooded area and go fishing all alone by herself. Now, this is a popular spot. There's a lot of people who go fishing in this area to catch some fish and eat camping. You can do a lot of different things inside of this area. But this day, Danielle never returned home. Her parents was calling her. Of course, nobody answers. Her friends was calling her. Of course, nobody answers. Danielle never reached out to anyone, but they knew that she was going fishing in that same area. It's about to get a little spooky. Had to get a blanket, get warmed up. The family decided to go into that area, and then they seen her car. They goes to her car, the door unlocked. It's eerie though, because it was like everything she took out of the car, she never came back to the car. What I'm trying to say is, usually when we leave our car, we have things in the car that we leave in there. Maybe our wallet, our purse if you're a girl. All of the important items was gone. Very empty. So they said, okay, no trace of Danielle. Let's search around this place. And this is when they got scared because they knew at this time something bad happened. So during this search, they got the police involved, of course, obviously. And when they got the police involved, the police searched for hours and hours. And then they found her. They found her laying flat on the ground and she was not alive. She sadly passed away. It was clear as evidence that somebody was attacking her and slammed her head to the ground and suffocated her. And that's how they murdered her. But they can also tell that she was fighting for her life, but there was nothing that she can do. They put it all over the television. They had newspapers in everybody's front yard. And everybody was seeing this. Who is the murderer? Who killed her? How did this happen? No one knew. This person that killed her got away with this for years. Matter of fact, decades. Yes. So teens that would go in this fishing area will all be scared. They would group up. No one ever go alone in this area because it's like, okay, some teen died. In the same area, there's a serial killer still out there somewhere. Maybe he's looking for another victim. So no one dared to go to that area alone like she did. But of course, you have your people that's daredevils. You had your reports that some teens will go out late at night, sneak out the house without the parents knowing, and they would meet up in this wooded area where Danielle was fishing at night to feel the spooky vibe and to maybe see if there's a killer literally lurking out. They would stay, they would talk, they would walk around in the area. You know how teens are when they bad and they curious and they just do stupid stuff. But it was nothing. It was no killer for 28 years until 2019 they reopened the case because they wanted to solve this case. It was like, it's no way we're just gonna let this case slide like that. No, we have advancement forensic science, so things are very, 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 very much easier to solve than how it was back then in the 1900s. It was the late 1900s. Of course. So when it went back, the first thing that scientists decided to do was do DNA tests. It's called genetic genealogy. Mind you, they did this in 2019, so it took a while, but the DNA test finally found a match to this guy named Paul. His last name, Hutchinson. This was kind of a concern because Danielle's last name is Hutchinson. So was it a family member who killed her?
Okay, this is Danielle Hutchins. She was killed in September of '96. Okay. And she was found off the Gallatin River. Did you ever fish up there?
I trapped on the Gallatin.
So in 2024, they decided to go to Paul's home. And investigators didn't really tell him that, he's guilty, but they just wanted to ask him some questions in front of his home. So when he opened the door and the investigators asked him some questions, he got nervous. when it was about Danielle. He started looking concerned. He started looking scared. He tried to, be his best self in front of the investigators, but he couldn't. They noticed that he was kind of broke immediately, but they didn't arrest him yet. They just wanted to ask him some questions, walk away, and then it was going to come back.
You remember seeing her there? Or a similar face?
I honestly don't. I've been to a bunch of fishing access sites for one reason or another.
Is there a possibility that you were there when she was murdered?
No.
You weren't trapping or anything during that time?
Not in September. That would have been. Are you asking me?
I'm just asking if you remember anything during that time.
No.
Did you ever? But what ended up happening was Paul decided to end his life. Yes. See, Paul was hiding a secret that no one knew. His family didn't know. He's a married man and he has 2 kids. No one knew. Behind closed doors, he had something going on to where if anyone find out, he had the plan that maybe he just gonna take his life, and he went with this plan because he didn't want no one to know his secrets, and he didn't want to confess and deal with the consequences if his secrets is out there in the public. First, I made a mistake. Their last names sound very similar, so I thought maybe they was related possibly, but no. It's Paul Hutchison and it's Danielle Houchins. They're not related. Paul didn't even know her. He seen her, she was alone. He found this opportunity to aura word her and then murder her. And he got her head and he suffocated her. I don't know if he unalived her first and then did the things to her, or did the things to her first and then unalived her. But Paul didn't want to deal with his consequences. He ended his life. Imagine how the family is feeling, because remember, this dad had 2 kids like I told y'all, and a wife. This dad just ended his life and they didn't know why. So it took a lot of time for them to figure out everything. When I say a lot of time, hours, like 15 plus something hours, for investigators to tell them the truth of, ma'am, your husband over 2 decades ago forced himself on a young girl and murdered her. He couldn't deal with the consequences, so he unalived himself, leaving behind you and the kids. So imagine how messed up they're feeling. First, they lose their father/husband, but then they found out he's a murderer and he done this to a young girl. You will have mixed emotions. You wouldn't really even know what to do with yourself. Editing here. Hi. I want to do something that I promised y'all I was going to do. Every time that I travel a new country, I would document the murders, go to the places where murders been. I'm going to also go to Hitler's. Yes, I'm going to go to Hitler's favorite place. And also, I'm about to show you a fun little vlog real quick, because the world is more bigger than your city and your state. So have fun with me. And before I told y'all around, it is freezing in Europe. I'm sick. See, I'm sick. Like I told y'all in the beginning of this video, I did come prepared. I know it don't look like it, but I got like 5-6 sweaters under this sweater, and I have a jacket over it. So I'm real warm right now. So I know y'all ain't gonna really be able to see it yet. Now y'all can, but it's loud. It's beautiful here. It looked like I'm in a Harry Potter film or somewhere. Look, they got the big Christmas tree. I'm in Harry Potter somewhere. That's the vibe that this is giving me. I know it's loud, and these are the Christmas markets. But basically, all of these little markets right here, they sell all types of Christmas stuff, trees, or small little trees. Gingerbread houses, snacks, food, Christmas decorations, candles, you can see it. Anything you can name, they probably got it that's Christmas related. This is one of my favorite spots to walk at, because I just love the way and effort that they put for us to get that real Christmas vibe. Like, look at this. Then people got the restaurants there. They got heaters all under the tents. You got all of your stores, and it's one of the best places for Christmas, hands down. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be real honest. I'm gonna be blatantly honest. I've been to Romania. I didn't vlog there. Well, I did, but I did a true crime documentary. And the pictures that y'all are seeing now in Romania is beautiful. I got videos, I got dozens of pictures. And then I also, y'all know the TV show on Netflix, Wednesday. I went there, I went to the castle. That was crazy. I'm really deciding on which place is more beautiful out of Austria and Romania. So far, I couldn't tell y'all. I honestly couldn't tell y'all. It's a hard choice. But I gotta show y'all my favorite place. Okay, I'm about to show y'all my favorite spot now. This is exactly like off of a movie. Literally. Exactly like off of a movie. Now we're about to go inside. We're about to explore it. All right, y'all. So look, this is the second Christmas market. The one that I took y'all to at first was my favorite until I seen this one. This one is more crowded because this is the more popular touristy area. So I'm gonna try to squeeze and dip and duck as I record, but they have like 6-7 more Christmas markets. You can literally get everything that you want to get. This is my area. I'm a chocolate guy. This is what I usually love, but I don't know which one I should try though. Nice selections too. I don't know. I might go with the cookies. I'm gonna be honest. All right, I know what I'm getting. We getting this right here. We're gonna try something completely brand new. So this is how it looks. Honestly, I do like it. It's different. It's unique. I know I'm in my underwear with my ashy knees. Right now, we on a train by ourselves. I decide to be a full citizen and take all public transportations. I feel like I'm a true European right now. All they need to do is decorate this with the Christmas vibes, which I think they will do in Christmas season. It's gonna feel like the Polar Express. Cause if y'all don't know, this country does have Polar Express vibes with the mountains, the snowy area, the train tracks. They have it all here. The neighbor's going through it. Listen. Listen. The walls are thin. I can hear everything. They yelling, they fighting, they going to it. It's morning. You can see the sun is out. They yelling again. They arguing again, the neighbors. I think somebody got abused. They literally argue so much. Now, before I end this video, shut this door real quick. About to get serious. It's ending off scary. Not happy, friendly, not Christmas vibes, nothing. One of my subscribers, y'all emailed me and y'all told me y'all have been through something tragic in an elevator. Somebody tried to do things to you. When one of you told me this, it was such a coincidence because I seen last week, it was a girl. I believe this was Asians. I'm just going based off her memory before I edit this video and watch it to see. And as she goes in the elevator with this man, he waited till the elevator closed. As soon as it closed, he got her. When I say that he got her, let your imagination think of it all. He got her. So if you get in the elevator, you have a gut instinct that you should just wait, let them go down first, do it. But I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I have a lot of stuff coming for y'all, like I really do. Take care, stay safe, bye.